Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 2. I'm Hunter Black Luna. Yeah, we changed out the dress. I want to give this uniform a try for a couple reasons. First of all, it doesn't have the Cerberus logo on them like everything else does. So there's that. And we are down at Port Observation to have a chat with Kasumi since we did our loyalty mission.
Hey, got a minute?
This is how DLC characters, Kasumi and Zaeed, when we get him, will talk to us. Instead of having the fully fleshed out conversation tree.
I really appreciate your help with the Hawk heist. I know why we had to destroy Keiji's gray box, but it doesn't make it any easier. I'm not really sure what to do with myself. Not much call for thievery aboard a ship. Not a lot of people go in and out of Dr. Chakwa's office, other than to get medical attention, I mean. I hear you shared a drink with her. That's really nice. I imagine with all that's happened, old friends are becoming a luxury.
Endangered species, more like. The stars are really pretty out here. I don't know.
Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Good chat. Oh, and most of the conversation is done by checking out Kasumi's room and all the stuff around it, and she'll talk to you about it.
The Red Rose. That used to be my calling card when I first started out. In place of whatever I took, I left a single red rose. It wasn't until I met Keiji that I realized how silly it was. He had a way of making you realize when you were just being sentimental.
That is very, I don't know, cliche.
I stole that on a dare, believe it or not. There was a big museum show coming to Ilium. Artifacts from Earth going on tour. Very high security. Keiji dared me to steal this. So I broke in, hacked the security, put a few guards to sleep, and replaced the piece with a worthless duplicate. They never knew the difference. My first museum job. Nowhere near the last.
It's kind of tacky, stealing from museums.
That's my favorite piece, painted for me by a child prodigy from Elysium. She was the cutest thing. She was kidnapped by slavers who hoped to sell her on Omega. I wasn't about to let that happen. I set up an idea as a buyer's rep to get a special tour of the slaver's vessel. Once aboard, I freed the girl and smuggled her off the ship. She painted that for me on the way home. I'll never forget how it felt to watch her work.
Aww.
Don't laugh, I like those books. Romance novels, crime novels, the classics. There's something about the feel of actual paper in your hands, their musty smell. It's relaxing. Keiji used to find books for me while on the job. Some of these are more valuable than the objects he was hired to steal.
Man, dead tree. Even nowadays, books are kind of going out of style in favor of e-readers and stuff. Well, and if you're looking to get published as an author, self-publishing using the e-readers and stuff isn't... Well, it's not like the old publisher system where, you know, you could get noticed or you could waste away in obscurity forever, and it's just... however someone was feeling that day. It's very interesting. But you just know everyone has a Kindle in the future. Well, the Omni-Tool. Omni-Tool just does everything, apparently.
How may I help you, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Carry on, Kelly. Carry on. Well, we're done here. Completely done. We can bid Boltzmann goodbye. And we've completed the Serpent Nebula to 100% completion. Good job, everybody.
We'll at 1/2 capacity.
That was a good team effort. Let's fuel her up. Restock on probes. Wish we had more money. And head out. Hook it into the mass relay system. And I think there's only one place we could logically go. Yeah, we're going to Omega finally, everybody. Barbaric. Let's go ahead and get the other planets in the Barbaric system out of the way. Real quick, like quicker than quick. Oh,
Probe away.
man, when we finally get Warden, he's gonna have plenty of stuff to play with.
Launching probe.
Since it's in a system with a depot, we can be pretty decadent and wasteful in order to gather up these natural riches.
Probe
I'll
away.
use a probe on that. Probably worth it. Alright, so the land masses are what we need to aim for. I'm not actually sure if the game programmed in a pattern like that. There's something over here. I guess right there.
Probe launched.
Gonna make this as quick and painless as possible.
Probe launched. Probe away.
Man, all those resources. The strategy gamer in me just cannot pass up opportunities like these. And yeah, I'll say this.
Probe
I don't
launched.
know if this is better than the Mako, because I didn't hate it. Some people hated the Mako. Like, they never wanted to see that thing again. And apparently enough people were of this opinion that they got the wish.
Probe away.
When we saw the Mako buried in the ice back at the crash site,
Probe launched.
its replacement, yeah, it's better. Not to say I think the original was total shit,
Probe away.
or that this system is any worse. I mean, it's alright, I suppose.
Launching probe.
Yeah, it's the game sitting me down and telling me to do my homework. But for some reason I don't mind it. I'm a very habit-driven person though. So if you're not, then some of these things that video games make you do might be we're a little more thin on your patience. Right up here. We gotta get this system cleared out at least. If we didn't, that'd be the height of laziness. Working. Oh, that's nice. Fuel, ammunition, intoxicants, gambling, and sexual companionship. All the things I strive for in my personal life. Let's make this one quick. This world doesn't seem like it has a whole ton to offer. Maybe a couple good mountains.
Probe launched.
Hello. There we go.
Probe
I'm
away.
serious. My computer sounds like a fucking fighter jet. It sounds like the Normandy taking off. I don't know what's using all this
Probe
CPU.
away.
It's putting on a fair bit of heat too. Maybe the computer's just getting old. I mean, it has been at least a handful of months since I bought it. That's just ancient. I should be upgrading already. Really just beating a dead horse at this point. Yeah, we're done here. Not what I wanted to do. Bad Mass Effect. I'm gonna leave orbit of that stiffy little planet. Top her off one more time, and then we finally get to Omega, which really we should do like first thing in the story, but we only get to it in like part 10. Omega's a big asteroid. That's a space station. It's a hive of scum and villainy, and it has a population of 7.8 million. Oh, and it's a libertarian paradise. No government. As with all libertarian paradises, we see how that works itself out. Alright. Kasumi is loyal, which means we get her alternate costume, which is red and black, as opposed to black and white. I actually think it does look alright. So we're gonna go for it, and we're definitely bringing her along. Jacob or Miranda? Yeah, Jacob. Yeah. Jacob, do you have enough? Ooh, one more level up, and he'll have enough for squad incendiaries. Not bad, not bad. Kasumi, I could level up your flashbang grenade. It certainly is a very annoying power. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to wait another level up, probably from this next mission, and I'm going to evolve your Shadow Strike to the maximum level. And it's definitely going to be Rapid Shadow Strike. Kasumi was killing just about every target she went after. So she could kill, warp back, do it again. She could probably clear out whole squads of mooks. It's really nice stuff. As for ourselves and what course we might chart, I could take a pointed defender and still have enough for overload or warp. Or I could hold off, upgrade tech armor again. You know what? I'm going to hold off and upgrade tech armor again. Alright, it's decided. Nice level up, everybody. It was exciting. See, now you're back on the Eviscerator. I don't know if the Eviscerator is superior, but use the Geth Plasma Shotgun, since I haven't used it before. Phalanx, of course. Kasumi is using... I don't know if this is the real one or the replica. Certainly has a different backstory than what Kasumi suggested. And we are, of course, tricked out in the better gear as well. These DLC items, they really help. I can't stress that enough. I probably can, actually.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate, now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Aria wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Aria for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife, now.
Well, I respond well to being ordered around and vaguely
I'm
threatened.
receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morden Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Yeah, we can address both of those problems by going to the Afterlife Club. But first of all, everybody, meet Zaeed.
Please. Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaeed Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but Your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
Good to have you, Zaeed. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
Oh boy.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns, runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya, and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
Oh, more heroics.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Yeah. Both of our DLC companions, Kasumi and Zaeed, represent the more mercenary side of things, which is why you can just go and pick them up and you don't need any convincing or anything because, you know, the payment's been arranged. But I think Kasumi represents a slightly softer side. You know, she's the romanticized master thief, elegant, cultured, you know, stuff like that. Whereas Zaeed is the, he's Jane from Firefly. There you go. Oh hey, didn't have to look far. Let's head straight there and have a look.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me.
If she were expecting you, you'd be
I admit an Elcor is probably a pretty intimidating bouncer.
Go on in.
Take people in while I've been standing here.
Uncaring. They were VIPs.
Man, now I just want to know what a thug Elcor looks like.
Can you even see me over here?
What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
What the hell was that? Whatever. I do admit that the Locust is a very intimidating looking gun. And I was talking about the hive of scum and villainy. Here we are. Cora's Den got an upgrade. Or rather, I'd call this the spiritual successor, probably. Even got holographic flames and everything.
Don't look at me like that.
I wonder if they make it warm there. Merc Recruiter. We'll talk to him in a little bit. And up here is Aria.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job. Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face. I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions. You run Omega? I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Aria.
Well, I'm intimidated.
like it. Easy to remember. If you forget, someone will remind you.
And then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
I really don't respond well to threats. This is a stupid way to approach me.
So,
I've
what can I
killed
do for you?
Mecha Cthulhu once, and I'm gonna have to do it a couple more thousand times, so I'm not in the mood for it. I do like the dancer in the background, though. A very nice touch.
I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in.
I can be pretty persuasive.
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
I'm putting a team together. He's on my list.
Interesting. You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic, but he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
Do you hate Archangel?
I don't have time for hate, but I distrust them all equally. For now, I'm happy just to let them kill each other.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
So you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
I'm sorry, I'm only trying to save the fucking galaxy here. I didn't realize you had sitting to do.
One scan and we're straight to business. People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove. Short answer, mind your own damn business.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Maybe I'll be here.
Later then. Oh, that was lovely. I thought this guy had something to say. I guess not. And we get Paragon actions for dealing with the crime boss. Brilliant. There's something down here as well.
Commander Shepard? Is that you? I'd heard you were dead. I'm Helena Blake. We met a few years ago. I don't expect you'd remember. You removed 2 criminal warlords from power and persuaded me to retire. I'll never forget it.
What brings you to Omega?
What brings anyone to Omega? Opportunity, success, failure, all of the above. I find this place suits me. I can bring it a certain air of civility, I suppose.
So you're just hanging
And now you're on Omega. Once a criminal, always a criminal, eh?
Oh no, Commander. I retired. I know better than to go back on my word with you. You convinced me to turn my life around. I'm a social worker now.
Oh, yeah?
Believe it or not.
That seems like a hopeless job in a place like this.
Quite the opposite, actually. This place needs it more than most. Doing the good work in a place like this requires that one understand how things truly work, which makes me uniquely
Interesting
qualified.
perspective.
That's more noble than I expected.
Noble? No. It's just that someone came along a few years ago and made me see the error of my ways. You convinced me that I could use my contacts and skills for things other than smuggling and exploitation. I thank you for that.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're keeping out of trouble.
Thank you. This is all to your credit, Commander.
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
Huh. Interesting little meeting. Yeah, stuff like that is all over the game. That's the developer's little thank you for buying the first one.
You want to talk? Talk to Aria.
Fucking Batarians. Yeah, I'm going space racist. Occasionally you can hear weird stuff. I think we will abstain from the drinking for now. And there's a couple minor things we can do on Omega before we end the episode. And next time we can go chasing after Morden.
Come on, let me in.
Oh, really?
End is nigh. Humans are a blight on galactic purity. You, sir, you are a blight. You, and you, human. And
Fuck you.
Protheans cast off the lesser races. The Krogan, the Vorja, and the humans. And so they dwelled in filth, on worlds made of dirt and feces. And there they lay until they stumbled into the skies. The lesser races will be our downfall. The word is clear. Let none in my sight continue to live, lest their impurity displease me. The word is clear on this, friends. Humans are the hands of the Reapers, here to commit the galaxy to ruin.
You're crazy.
Be gone! Sinner. I cast you out into the cold blackness.
And I name you douchebag. Bye. We can do a lot of stuff in the marketplace. Doubles time limit for a hack. That's not bad. Hack, isn't that the memory game? I never have any problems with that, so that's gonna be low on our list. Reduces the delay before your shields start regenerating. Do we have a chest plate? I don't recall. Gotta get the guest ship model, obviously. I would get the visor, but I don't like how it looks. We're gonna purchase this. That'll be it for now, I think.
I might have something you
Diplo time.
Not much.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can. But Don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt.
Alright, once again we get Paragon for heckling people. Storm speed is nice. We're gonna buy the Turian Cruiser model. Sniper rifle damage. Ho 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 ho! We're just gonna slip that into our armor, and we're gonna keep moving, everybody.
The attack on the human colony of Freedom's Progress has generated a swift but confused response. Aid vessels have been sent, but it is not clear whether there are survivors. The Council offered its sympathy, but regretted that it could not become involved in
I like the seedier towns. They're prettier. They value their light. They don't have god-awful neon everywhere, like Ilium or the Citadel. Just the light of people living, moving from place to place. Just enough to know people live there.
The Council has pledged a full investigation.
Yes.
Lovely. Alright, thanks for watching Let's Play Mass Effect 2. Next time, we continue exploring Omega, and we might actually get to a goddamn mission. See you then.
Services will design and execute a 3